Alright, let's create some dog tags. New project. First thing, just turn off the front, the right. We don't really need those. We should use the top for this. New sketch. And we're going to take a circle in the middle, drag that out. Let's make that straight up 50 millimeters. Alright, then we're going to grab our offset tool. Click on the ring. We're going to drag that in, set that at 2 millimeters. And next we want to extrude the sketch. Click on the center circle. And we're going to extrude that 5 mil. And then we're going to create another extrude. Make sure our sketch is still on. Grab the ring we just created and extrude that 7 millimeters. That's it. That's the basis for our dog tag. Alright, now we create another sketch and we'll make sure, grab a circle and we turn on construction line and drag that one out. And then we'll want to grab our line tool, make sure we're still in construction, and drag a straight line across. We're just going to dimension that, set that to about 14 millimeters. The idea is here we're going to create two D shapes. Another construction line, same thing, drag it across, dimension that to 14 millimeters from the inside ring. Boom. Alright, now snipping tool, I'm going to cut away these two parts of the circle, leaving us with these D shapes, otherwise our text won't fit properly. Alright, if you can't find the text tool, hit in the search bar here, type in surface text, and you'll be able to add the text tool to your screen. Select that one. Now select the line that we created on the bottom. Then we select the base that we're going to type our text onto. Let's change the text. Put the name of the dog in there. Now extrude's quite long, so let's change that to 1 millimeter. And maybe let's change the down to the middle line so it's a bit closer. And change the text. I don't really like that one. That's better. Alright, maybe just fill it a little bit. Perfect. Look at that. Alright, we're onto something. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing again. Surface text tool, and then make sure our lines are still on. Select the top one. This is where you're going to put your phone number in case anyone finds your puppy. Type that in there. Change it to 1 millimeter. Change the font to match the other one. And select the baseline. Alright, now it's in backwards. Let's fix that. We just click this arrow and it will flip the text around. And now it's probably a little bit too close to the top, so let's bring that down to the middle line again. Cool. Look at that. A bit further. That's more like it. There we go, because we need room to put a little hole in the top. And space those out a little bit because they're a bit close together. Alright. Now let's put a hole in this guy. You could just use a hole tool, but we need a bit more involved to do that. So let's grab another sketch. Follow our center line, make sure we're up in the middle there. And let's just draw a circle. Let's make that one 4 millimeters. So you can put a ring through it. Now I'm going to hit extrude, then hit remove. That'll put a nice little hole through. Perfect. Now let's just put a little fillet on the inside. 0.5 mil, perfect. 1 millimeter is a little bit too large. It starts to interact with the rest of the shape. So let's go with 0.5 millimeters. I like that. Tick. All right, now we've got a tag. All it needs is maybe a pretty little design on it, perhaps. So let's grab our circle tool, draw a circle wherever, like that, and let's give it some shape. Now we're going to grab the semicircle, 3-point semicircle tool, or 3-point arc. We're going to try and make this look like a dog paw. Place your arc down and then stretch it out. Perfect. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Trying to make sure we don't line it up with any structures on there, otherwise we won't be able to move it later. Looks pretty good. Now to give it some shape on the bottom, I'm going to grab the spline tool. I'm just going to draw a shape here, just clicking. Get a nice little curve in there. Make sure we line it up on the bottom, hit escape. We just grab these spines and move them around to adjust them if we don't like the shape exactly. Alright, now we just need to grab our pair of scissors and trim out those little parts. And that's the start of our dog paw. After that, let's grab the ellipse tool and draw a few little toes. And put them wherever, because we can just move them later, as long as we don't attach them to anything. So 4 little toes. And we'll just click and drag them to where we want them. We can resize them as well if we like. There we go. Somewhat of a dog paw. Alright, let's hit extrude. Let's bring that out 1 millimeter like everything else. There's a dog paw. It's a bit rough. I want to smooth out some of these edges, make them look a bit organic. So let's grab the fillet tool and just click on the vertices and grab this little arrow, drag them in so it looks a bit more organic. It's a bit better. Cool. And maybe let's do the same with the bottom too. Point there and that point there. Drag those in and tick. Alright, now we have a dog paw. Looks pretty good. It's a little bit off center. I don't quite like that. And we can't move it as it is. So we're going to have to go back into extrude here. And instead of add part, we're just going to change it to new part. It's going to create all these new parts like that. And then what we're going to do is grab the transform tool, select all our parts together, and then these arrows appear. We're going to go translate by XYZ and drag it to where we'd like it, something like that. Hit the check. All right, there you go. There is a little tag for your puppy dogs. Have a bit of a look at it. I like it. Happy days. All right, let's hit export and chuck it into the slicer.